Honourable Presiding Member, our President has time and again made it a point to brief the Parliament as well as the nation about his intentions and programs to revive the economy. Today we are discussing the latest statement he made, and I must say that this country has, ever since independence, have been having a toxic mixture of both the populist policy decisions of different governments as well as an entrenched entitlement culture that we have been used to. So try to wean away the people from such a toxic culture is not an easy proposition for our new president. However, I must say that his own current colleagues in government who had been very critical of him in all his past experiences in office have been very critical as far as his efforts to reform our economic framework. In that, now they have all become strange bedfellows in praising the president and his progressive steps. So I have very clearly noticed that some of his attempts to increase revenue has also had some negative impact. Now, if you look at the garment industry today, with the threshold being reduced to 100,000 rupees as a tax threshold for people who are employed, so the middle management in most of these garment industries have begun to feel the pinch and have sought to look at other avenues of joining different employments either abroad or going and seeking greener pastures elsewhere. Because of this problem, I am told several garment factory owners have undertaken to pay their taxes to retain them. Otherwise, they had to increase their salaries or to pay the difference in the tax that they had to pay. And that is how some of these people are being retained. But even with that, there is a large number of people who are now seeking to go abroad, crippling the money spinning or rather foreign exchange earning export industry, that is the garment sector in this country. It is true for even several other industries. Therefore, it is important for us to look at this whole issue of having lowered this tax bracket has not, I am sure, has not brought in the desired results because they are having other negative impacts. Those have to be addressed. So similarly, now we have to look at the issue pertaining to the government policy on attracting investment. Now today, I am now part of a select committee which looks into the need for reform in the higher education sector. Our report is to be submitted soon. Our chairman, the Honourable Minister of Justice, will soon be submitting the report. We are looking at ways and means of trying to introduce some far-reaching reforms where Sri Lanka would be made an attractive destination for higher education. So in order to do that, we'll have to introduce some very salient reforms which may not be palatable to some of those people who are professing very extreme leftist ideas of not inviting foreign investment into the higher education sector in this country. If you are to invest or if you are to attract foreign investment and to make Sri Lanka a preferred destination for higher education, it is important for us to have a very competitive higher education sector where the state sector will be compelled to compete with private sector higher education providers. Right now it is happening through various other affiliated degrees that are being offered by private higher education providers in this country, but then the quality of their degrees, the accreditation as well as the quality assurance aspect has been seriously neglected. That has to be addressed. Unless otherwise, we will not be able to attract proper investors into the higher education sector, even if we liberalize the existing climate. Yeah, and I will just wind up with one particular note in Tamil. நான் மிக முக்கியமாக ஒரு விஷயத்தை மாத்திரம் சொல்லி முடிக்க வேண்டும். இன்று அரசாங்கம் உற்பத்தியை பெருக்குவதற்கென்று விவசாயிகளுக்கு அழைப்பு விடுத்த போதும் கடந்த போகத்தில் விளைந்த நெல்லை கூட விற்பனை செய்ய முடியாமல் விவசாயிகள் தடுமாறிக் கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள். அவர்களுடைய நெல்லை விற்பதற்கான விற்பனை விலையை இன்று மிக குறைந்த அளவிலே இருக்கிற ஒரு நிலவரம் காணப்படுகிறது. இதன் மூலம் அடுத்த போகத்தில் நாங்கள் விவசாயத்துக்கு போவதா இல்லையா நிலையிலே விவசாயிகள் தடுமாறிக் கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள். எனவே அரசாங்கம் மிக விரைவிலே ஒரு உத்தரவாத விலையை நிர்ணயித்து குறைந்தபட்சம் கடந்த போகத்தில் விளைந்த நெல்லை கொள்வனவு செய்வதற்கான ஏற்பாடுகளை மிக விரைவாக செய்ய வேண்டும் என்று நான் கேட்டுக்கொள்ள விரும்புகிறேன்.